So this is how it's looking. This is so gorgeous. Sung Uni. You're the right person to have that crown jewel. How is it?
So delicious. Oh my god,
my
I want to eat this right now. I don't. I'd be shitting for days.
But honey, it's cleansing. Hello.
Yeah, right.
I'm excited. Of course I do. You know I do, honey. Do the elephants have tusks? And the ferment is going to be even better.
Oh yeah, the ferment is gonna get into the other dimension. Is what's gonna happen.
Let me try that daikon. Who knew?
Just putting a tiny bit more.
All right, so I'm in the kitchen with Sung Uni, and what are we making today?
We're making tropical kimchi.
Tropical kimchi. So
Yeah.
shout out to my Korean sister. All right, Sung Uni, what do we have here? What are our ingredients? What are we
Here's our
making?
ingredients. I've separated the ingredients into two sort of segments of the kimchi. These ingredients, the chili pepper, what is it, guajillo? Guajillo? It's just a very bright red chili pepper. Obviously there isn't Korean chili pepper here, but it's going to be the most similar in taste. It'll have kind of a slightly smokier presence, but I think that's okay. And I also bought a red bell pepper because we're just going to make the color. We're going to mix these peppers. The seasonings, which is ginger, garlic. And then we're going to use the papaya as the sweetener, but also as the funk. So I don't know.
We like that.
Yeah, regular kimchi is usually made with fish sauce, but for our good feeling vegan folks, the trick, I think, to build a depth of flavor is to use the papaya. Because to me, papaya sometimes tastes fishy or funky, or there's some kind of like an overlapping taste that's not just sweet. So papaya is excellent. Also kiwi is excellent.
Oh, really?
Yes. And pineapple can be good as well, except you have to hold back a little bit because you don't want the pineapple tropical taste necessarily to overtake.
Make it too tutti frutti?
Unless you're making actually a tropical kimchi, which is what our reference is.
And what is this hair?
This hair there is daikon radish, so it's spicy. You can use, if you don't have daikon, you could use regular radish.
Like the small red radishes?
Yeah. Or anything in this, the family. You want a hot...
With that spicy, horseradishy kind of...
Yeah, hot, pungent taste is what you're trying to get. It's spicy. You know? A good daikon radish is spicy and sweet and crunchy all at the same time.
And this is the star?
Beautiful Napa cabbage. Look at this gorgeous thing.
It's nice. It looks nice and fresh.
Yeah. Who grew this? Who knows?
It's pretty. It's so nice to have somebody else that's into produce. Appreciate produce.
So I mean, I kept referring to myself as the cabbage queen, but I think cabbage is like one of the most profoundly helpful vegetables around, right? There's so much fiber in it, there's vitamin C in it, it tastes good, it feels
it's cruciferous,
good.
anti-cancer.
Yeah, it just does so much. And because I've been working with cabbage so much, I know like hundreds of uses for the cabbage.
I'm excited.
So
hello, testing 1, 2, 3. I got cabbage.
Okay, so we're with Sung Uni, my Korean sister. She comes to party, and we at Crown Jewel. So we are making tropical kimchi. I love kimchi. I love all different types of ethnic foods,
Yeah.
and I'll eat anybody's grandmother's cooking or anybody else that is also really into produce. So
Yeah.
this is the star.
It's the quality. It's the quality. But we were talking about the cabbage, but sometimes I take these outer leaves off because they're not as pretty.
But still use them?
Yeah, of course I use them. Well, you guys could juice them, but what I would probably do if I were home,
I'll use this for a wrap.
right? If I were at home and it's cold weather, I'm gonna make a cabbage soup with the leaves. And the funkier and like more wilted and kind of abnormal it is,
The better the flavor? Nice.
But in other words,
That's a trade secret.
yeah. In other words, you don't have to throw anything away.
Nice.
But another use would be like to top off the kimchi with one of the leaves because it's kind of we're doing a similar fermentation to sauerkraut. It's the same bacteria that we're trying to develop, the lactobacillus.
So
So
like good
yeah.
bacteria.
Yeah, so I just start like stacking stuff together, but we'll cut this up and salt it. That's the first step. Oh, the other ingredient we did talk about is scallion. Over here. Very good. You need a little bit of something that's oniony. So, alright. We want to cut this end off because that's hard to eat. Okay? But what we're going to do with the rest, see how like these leaves keep falling off and I can just kind of try to get to the core part of it. But, so the thing we'll do is we'll make these pieces smaller so that we can make a quick kimchi. That means it's already cut up.
It's gonna break down quicker and go quicker.
It's going to ferment a little bit faster. And also, but sometimes the traditional Korean kimchi uses the whole head. So you cut it in the middle and then you rip it up like this, like that, and you continue to do that. Here we're going to slice it into smaller, like maybe 1 inch thick pieces, right? These parts where the core is, I actually really love that part.
You like the crunch?
Yeah, and when it ferments, to me it has a slightly different taste than the rest. You know? And the leafier parts have different flavor than the crunchier.
Oh, the details! I love it.
We, I guess, need salt too.
So, well, we only
Generous
have to take
amount
the
of
Himalayan
salt.
sea salt. We were just talking about that. Sometimes the other salts are better.
We can switch for aesthetic reasons.
Then you could probably use more salt. But it's the only salt. We don't use a lot of salt, right? But we don't have to make it super high salt, but the salt's good too.
Well, I'm going to tell you something about the salt. The salt is the thing that controls the fermentation. So even if you are a little bit like,
Trying to be stringent with salt.
yes, you do need it. The salt and the fermentation are hand in hand. You can't escape it.
Can't skip the salt.
Yeah, but I will say that so everything is a play between the salt, the temperature, the ambient temperature as well, because we're in the tropics and it's going to be like 88 degrees soon. What you might do is do a slower fermentation that is in the fridge. Okay. See the core bits, and I'm saying really encouraging you to eat them. I actually the cores of lettuces, the cores of cabbages, and things like that, I find to be very sweet and have an interesting texture. But I want everything to ferment around the same time. So I'll cut the core a little bit up.
So you kind of have even sizes, right?
Yeah, for sure. So, Kwaza, do you want to chop this one off?
Yes. You can another knife. Okay.
You can use this knife.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about it in this way. I'm going to take the middle out because sometimes I like to have these random long pieces as well. Fun.
Yeah, kimchi, yeah.
Yeah, you can split it down the middle.
Okay.
And then just, chop it up with the smaller pieces. This is it's a hand friendly task.
If that sounds good, big
Yeah.
or small. I've seen people do like Korean women do like massive amounts of kimchi and like, you know, put them in containers for like their whole family. Like, I mean, a lot of kimchi.
Yes. So when you do that, because you know the cabbage will, you're harvesting cabbage all at once. That's a community thing. Where you get your community together and you make the kimchi together, and then everybody takes their.
See, that's my language. That makes sense. It's just like in the garden. It makes sense. It's like with the dance. It makes sense.
Okay, before you put this in, I'm gonna put a little bit of the salt to make sure everything gets salted. Okay, so I'm not gonna be able to rattle off the ratio of salt.
You kind of feel it?
I do it more as an intuitive thing, but there's a lot of stuff on the internet about ferment mixtures. It might be like 1 tablespoon of salt to like a quart of water. I actually can't knock it out at the top of my head. So you can do a water brine. So water brine would be mixed salt with water, or you can just add the salt straight on.
I kind of feel it add the salt.
Okay, I like that method as well because I want to preserve all the taste of the cabbage and the water that's coming out.
And the water would dilute it, no? If you put the water brine?
It might, but that's the technique that a lot of people use in different.
And then the sauce is going to make all the water leach out of the cabbage.
Yeah. So one of the primary cooking techniques in Korean culture is salting, almost cooking with salt, and or letting the vegetable release its water through the salting process, and it's really nice. So the amount of salt that I'm putting in is, to me, and am I gonna make an analogy that's for snowy weather? No. It's like when you kind of like first get the rain, first get the snow. It's just like a little smattering. But you definitely use more salt than you think that you are comfortable with. Just push yourself a little bit to it because the salt slows down the process, the buildup of the bacteria. So you want the kimchi to ferment slowly. Otherwise, it'll become super sour, right? Really quick.
So because it'll be fermenting too quickly?
Yeah. And then it turns into a very sharp, sour flavor instead of like a mellow, sweet.
See, this is why you gotta spend time in the kitchen. This is me all day. All day. Do you want a peeler for this or?
Yes, I had a peeler out. I had a peeler. Yeah. So you want to leave it on the salt for about, most of the Korean ladies say 4 hours, no more than 4 hours. But once in a while, depending on what's happening with me and the time I have, I might let it sit overnight. You know, you can also even like put a little pressure on it, get everything activated a little bit more quickly. But also use your hands. Don't use gloves.
I don't like this. I can't feel my food. I need to feel my food.
Well, also our hands contain enzymes, and they start working on the processing of the food as well. So don't cheat your food with some latex.
I don't want to, it's like wearing condoms on your hands while you're making the food. I can see if we're outside in the street or something like that.
Yeah.
I need to feel my food.
Yeah. It's home food preparation. Yeah. Okay. How are we gonna? What should we do with these in order to? We can use a mandolin. We could julienne that on the daikon and the Cuisinart. That would probably be the fastest.
Maybe we'll do it not the fastest because I don't know that if everybody has a Cuisinart. And I like to get rid of people's excuses for making food. If you don't have this and you don't have Vitamix, I'm like, knife cutting one, you're good to go.
Gotcha. Okay, so the daikon becomes an additional vegetable for the cabbage, but we don't have to salt it the same way as we do this. We're trying to loosen this up. We're trying to kind of get it loose and limp and remove some of the water. Okay. So with the daikon, sometimes you can mandolin it, but we're going to just put it in this one mix. So maybe what I would do might be split it in half and then
And
cut
turn
it
flat on it.
yeah, and then cut it into these half moons. Daikon, because it's a hardier or sturdier vegetable than the cabbage, you need to cut it a little bit smaller than this. It's a kind of a, you're playing also with texture? Yeah.
It smells pungent.
Yeah. Pungent. Hot. Yeah.
It smells good though.
Yeah, for sure. Do you want to taste one?
Yeah, of course. Taste as I go. How is sweetness to it?
Yeah.
It's not too peppery.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. Sweet.
This is actually good.
Delicious.
This is really good for like phlegm and inflammation.
Yeah.
You know, if you have a sore throat.
Yeah.
And the sulfur, I understand, is really good for your skin and your hair and your nail.
Yeah.
Mm.
To me, the funny thing about Korean cosmetics is
It's like
that
a hot heat.
yeah, well, you know how Korean cosmetics are so popular right now? It's like the reason that Korean people have really nice skin is because they eat a ton of sulfur. A ton of sulfur. They eat so much cabbage and radish and cruciferous.
All right, so tell me something. This is my friend thinking, right? I was thinking of my grandmother. When I look at, you know, all the different skincare and many cultures have the different thing on, you know, beauty. Whether it's African women with shea butter, you know, and oils, the Korean and the Asian skincare. I'm thinking like, the last time I bought a natural skincare item at the food co-op, I was reading ingredients and I was like, I just spent all this money on this produce.
Right.
Why am I buying all of this stuff? And I was like, why don't I just put the food on my skin? I used to have really, really bad acne. I was like, the only difference is it doesn't have the preservatives in it.
Right.
But I would think like, you know, one of my first mentors was like, if you can't eat it, if you can't eat it, don't put it on your skin. Right? So everything is going through your pores into your bloodstream. So I started putting everything, all this money I was paying, that's what I was paying. Bananas, grape, all different types of fruits and things on my skin. And my grandmother used to use a lot of fruit from her trees. My skin, she's only fierce poxy, like, you know, chicken pox and acne. I don't know why you fierce poxy and rubs up on my skin. So I would think, well, I've been thinking for years that I would get more benefit out of first eating the food and then having good circulation through my movement to make everything go to the cells and circulate around my body, and that putting stuff on the outside would be secondary.
Right. Well,
What do you think?
I actually think it's a spiritual realization you need to get to, that how you look is coming from the inside out, not the outside in. We're not applying makeup to look better. We're eating good foods to make our cellular structure and our, you know, like kind of just the health of our cells.
I think of vibrancy.
Yeah.
Like vibrant, like full of life, not looking all dried out.
Yeah.
You know,
that's like the same way as if you're dehydrated, your skin will look dry.
Dried out. Like the trees, like in dry season now, going into dry season.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, look, I can see everything like shriveling up.
Right.
And we had a little bit of rain and everything started to come up, some orchids started to open up.
Right. So I don't remember my mom or grandmother being all up in anything about skincare. Maybe.
So they didn't have 10-step skincare regimens?
No, they didn't.
What did they put on their face?
I don't think they did put anything on their face.
And they had good skin?
They have great skin. Or they accepted the fact that they were
They're gonna get old.
grandmothers and that's how they look. I don't know what to tell you. Like, and that was acceptable. It was acceptable to look great.
And be comfortable in your own hair. I'm like big on, we deserve to feel comfortable in our own hair and skin. We deserve to feel comfortable. I think it's mostly in Western culture, because I used to love to look at a lot of indigenous women. I'm like, oh, even with the ring, I'm like, they're so beautiful. They're so, like, oh my gosh, they're so stunning. Not one lick of makeup.
Right.
You know, and I get adornment and all of that stuff, as we do, but I've seen so many indigenous women, whether piercings or not, but just even the wrinkles, there's something regal.
Yeah.
There's something very regal.
Yeah.
About these women, like all the wisdom and life in the comfort. There's a comfort in the stage of life that they're in.
Yeah, right. I sort of feel like we should look at wrinkles as badges of honor rather than this kind of like some kind of detriment to the ideal thing that we're supposed to stay
you know, it's like an insult to people say, you're old. You look old. Like,
Oh, we talked about that one too.
you look old, but it's like, I don't know. You see some women, it's like, it's a beauty, not in the today's sense, in the current sense of like over exaggerated, trying hard, sexy. It's like it's an ease.
Yeah.
And a comfort, like just a
Right.
knowing.
Yeah.
You know, you're not trying hard, you accept the stretch marks and all the things in life you've gone through, and it's like a comfort, a confidence
Sure.
that comes with that. All this from kimchi.
Well, all this from the foods that are growing around us and the choices that we make to put in our body so that we can sustain our beauty.
Yeah.
That's how we were born.
Beauty is about, to me, like, when I think of beauty, beauty's like, beauty to me, it's like, it's health. I don't see how you can separate health from beauty. I can put all this stuff on, but if I'm all dried out, if my energy is low, if I'm constipated, it doesn't have an energy.
Yeah.
You know, I don't see how you can separate true beauty from, it's the energy, it's like, it's health.
Yeah. It's just.
I don't think you have beauty without health.
Should we get a spoon?
I use a spoon, yeah, for
Okay.
the.
Do you want to run through these really quick?
Sure, the ginger, so we're peeling ginger with a spoon.
Yeah, we're gonna peel that. We're gonna get this. So let's put all the ingredients together for the sauce. The kimchi gets made with like a chili sauce.
That something like a
That we
homemade
marinate.
sriracha without the sugar.
No, it's more like a marinade, but the base is chili, right? So we have the Mexican chili, which I think it's used all over the Caribbean. Then we have the regular bell pepper.
And we have the jingere or ginger. It's so nice and cold. This was some nice fresh ginger, right?
This is all going into the blender actually.
Okay, that's short.
Yeah.
This is some good ginger today. Nice stuff, nice and fresh things.
No, it's beautiful.
Beautiful ginger.
Beautiful. If I had a lot of peppers as well, I could put it in as one of the vegetables for kimchi.
That would have some beautiful color.
Sure, but it's also going to be pre-red for making that sauce. And the dried chilies I put in water so that it can become more tasty.
Make it more like a paste.
Yeah. So we'll cut all the pieces up into something that will blend up real nice.
How much garlic? Does it matter how much garlic, heat from the garlic you put in?
I like to put actually a little bit more garlic than ginger proportionately.
Really?
Yeah, but if you don't,
You don't have to. I want it potent.
I think you'll like it with the more ginger. I don't know why. After spending a couple days with you.
I'm open. I'm open for the experience.
Well, the main flavor is garlic. That's the tone. The ginger, like garlic is primero. Ginger is second.
Segundo, like the Garifuna drums.
Yes, that's right. And cooking food is music to my ears. Tell you that. But it's okay also if we have extra sauce because you could kimchi those the top soy.
So I could kimchi. Okay, so what does kimchi? How does that translate?
It's just the kimchi is really a ferment. Ferment. So when you have it, it's a condiment. It's a fermented condiment that has probiotics in it. It's a vegetable condiment, so it also has a lot of fiber in it versus sriracha, which is just the flavor on top.
And I'm sure they put sugar in their sriracha.
Oh,
To balance out the sweet and the salty and the acid.
well, you know, the brain mostly asks for and requires the sweet flavor things. So, what you looking for, girl?
Yeah, so that makes it a little easier.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get pieces cut down. Okay, the spicier you, like with these chilies, I threw some of the inner seeds away just to
So that makes it hotter, right?
Yeah, but if you're into heat, just use all of it.
Ooh, parasites be running out of your system. Blow that hot pepper.
Go somewhere else.
Between the garlic and the hot pepper, send the vampires running. Better for the heels.
Yeah, the fruits that you want to use are the ones that have that high enzymatic.
So the pineapple has a bromelain and the papaya has a papain in it.
Yeah, and the kiwi has something different. I can't remember. The kiwi.
But it
was
has
really
the digestive enzyme? Yeah. Do you eat the skin on the kiwi? No?
I would definitely peel it. I would peel it. But I don't know. Truthfully, I have never eaten a skin. But
I mean, some of them don't taste that great, but it's supposed to be like, it's supposed to be like also good for yourself. Like, can't tell me. Curiosity.
Yeah.
Watch it.
yeah. Okay, so I'm not going to use this ginger, but this is about proportion of garlic to ginger. I think more garlic, but maybe equal. It's okay. It's very forgiving.
Well, that's the thing with cooking. You can be kind of more flexible with baking. You have to be like super precise.
Yeah. Let's cut like a little sliver, about this much off the papaya. Put it in the mix. Okay. So
This is good?
yeah, people have been using a lot of sugar in kimchi mixes. I'm trying to actually use fruit instead because one, it's got a better depth of flavor. It's more, it's a nicer sugar, and plus it's got the complexity of what this papaya is about, you know?
You want to cut?
You can cut it.
You know, you don't go in a chef's kitchen and just go doing your own thing because you'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
The chef didn't tell you to do that. You'd be kicked out the kitchen. I've actually used a lot of the fruit cores and skins to make like fruit ferments, like drinks.
Yeah, yeah. I'm done with that.
I was like, why should I spend $6 on a teeny amount of kombucha or something? And now a lot of kombucha is like, you might as well be drinking the soda. Trying to put some of the sugar in it.
Yeah.
All right, so this is looking good. We got garlic, himere, ginger, the red pepper, and the papaya. We've got our radish, and we've got our napa cabbage over here, and we also got some chilies.
Yep.
On our salsa.
Okay. There we go. There's other things that you can add to it, but
But this is
That's
a
for-
base recipe.
that's for a different story. Right? What we're gonna do,
This is ginger in the fridge.
I'm not sure why I do this necessarily, but sometimes my grip broke. That's interesting. There you go. So sometimes, you know how the ends tend to be kind of more fibrous, or some of it's kind of a little drier. I just take this and I put it in the mix because I only want the freshest vegetables here. But this can just be a flavor profile. Okay, we're gonna blend this.
Is that
up.
enough scallion?
I'll cut this rest of the scallion up for when we do this, but we need a decent amount of salt on this. So let's kind of even measure it out. just for you to have as like a kind of an idea. Okay. I know it seems like a lot, but we are fermenting.
Actually, I find this salt to be sweet.
Okay.
This salt is, I find like a sweet. It's not salty.
Okay. Great. It'll be better. I'm putting a tablespoon and a half into this mixture. And we're going to blend it up. We're going to taste it. And then you're going to taste it as being salty, but we'll taste it, and then I'll kind of decide if it tastes as salty as I am in my memory banks, and then we'll adjust, and that becomes the sauce for this. All these pieces are going to go in the blender. Can you do that while I finish cutting up the scallion?
We chef.
May we? The scallions I'm going to cut into about 2-inch pieces. Because the greens are so nice and tender and thin like this, I don't have to chop it up even further, you know? But as I get towards the base of the scallion, these pieces are going to need to be cut down a little bit.
We're gonna blend all of this up. This is exciting. This is my idea of fun.
Telling you.
This is fun for me. All day, the garden, movement, food. I mean, what else is there? That's all I care about. Well, most of it I care.
What I'm trying to do with the scallion is I'm trying to cut it into pieces so when you get it, it's not going to be too hot as one bite. Like I want to put this whole piece in. But you can make kimchis where you just take the whole heads of the scallion and just ferment that too, you know?
Excuse me a second. Now, the sauce should be super smooth or some chunk in it, or?
Try to make it a little smooth, but it's going to be chunky. It's not going to be like a smoothie.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That way you can guarantee that the ginger and the garlic isn't in like big pieces.
Should we taste it? Is it gonna be too hot?
It's not going to be too bad. It's going to be so good.
It looks good. I love the
Well, we used
the
a
chili.
decent amount of papaya. Delicious. But it needs salt. Believe it or not.
More salt? Oh, that's good. The chili is good. I tell you, dang it. Oh.
Yeah.
Alright, so let me take the salt.
So I put another half a tablespoon in there. It has to taste salty, like, you know when you get out of the sea and you kind of like lick your lips and the salt is there, but it's pronounced. That's kind of what you want.
That's what we're going for?
Yep.
Alicia.
Oh, better to use swimming analogies in the tropics than snow analogies.
Salt. I wonder if you think it needs more salt. I wonder if you think it needs more salt.
Looks like I left. No. Well, it's really good. because now, because of the salt, you can taste everything more than you did before.
Yeah, I can.
Right? Now the ginger's more popping, the garlic's more popping.
Ooh, that's delicious.
Plaza's gonna be like, look at this sauce.
I'm sorry, I have no shame.
Look at this sauce.
All right, so this is good.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Should we put the papaya away?
Yes. Yeah. I like the heat on this. It's not too hot for me.
It's a lot
The
of flavor.
fragrance and the flavor. Okay, we haven't been soaking this for 4 hours, but even still, like
See, it's starting to look.
it's starting to sweat. It's starting to glisten with its own juiciness.
Wait, I'm telling right now, I'm just emptying the compost. I had a cup, no, right now. The same police right now.
I think we have enough also seasoning to actually pickle some of the greens. Which you don't have to salt in the same way. They're not as strong. So you can do it as
So you're talking about the leaves?
You know the greens?
Oh yes, the kimchi.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yes, great.
Okay. So really okay, let's taste the cabbage. Even though it hasn't had its full time with the salt, let's taste it.
Oh good.
Sometimes one of my favorites is to just make like little salads from the kimchi I was gonna start, or to make. I also
That
like
tastes so good.
I also like white kimchi too. All right,
White kimchi.
white kimchi, which is devoid of chili, and
So how would you eat the body in the sauce?
it can come from different kinds of fruit, and you don't have to make it red. You just do all the same ingredients, but minus the chili pepper.
Not good, but the body. But the chili helps in giving the body the sauce.
Yeah, but the fermentation is really the thing that, the bacteria that comes from the fermentation is really the taste that you're trying to go for. But I think we're ready with this. Do you?
I want to sit here and eat the whole bowl.
No, because we have to work with this before the closet eats it up. So napa cabbage. This is like
Napa cabbage.
two.
We're not gonna be selfish. We're gonna make sure we show you all that beautiful napa cabbage.
That's like 3 pounds of napa cabbage, maybe.
Okay, and then we have the scallions.
Scallions,
Local.
beautifully handled by myself.
We have the daikon, which actually are good. I didn't expect this to be so tasty. So not as pungent as the radish, not as sharp, not as harsh. It's not so harsh.
Yeah, not a sharp. Okay, scallions.
I'm excited.
And I feel like maybe you might even eat this before I eat it.
I'm trying not to. But see, as somebody that grew up with African American and Caribbean, family and cooks, during the holidays, when you're tasting, you probably eat like 5 plates during the tasting.
Oh
A
yeah,
whole lot of stuff.
yeah,
This doesn't have, it's loads of nutrients, but not a whole bunch of calories and fat.
There's hardly any calories.
But lots of flavor, lots of nutrition.
You know what I actually think? I think cabbage is kind of like negative calories. Where digesting it takes more calories than it.
The thermogenesis.
Yeah, and then so it kind of makes sense, you know? Anyway, you can mix it all together. One of the.
Isn't that so pretty?
Yeah, look at that. Can you put another like half cup in? Thank you. Kimchi is just so much more fun and easier with a friend or a sister or a family member or something.
This is how we get down. This is how we party over here. This is so gorgeous.
Beautiful.
I think I'm gonna have to turn the camera because this is just too gorgeous.
Yeah.
I have to just.
Maybe before you turn off the camera, pull a bottle out so we can.
A bottle?
Yeah, a jar. For
So a nice size jar.
Yeah.
Like one of those big clear.
Oh my God, I might have to take some of this with me.
I know.
It looks so, the color of this chili is what's banging too. It's so beautiful.
Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous.
So
I have to capture this because this is, it's too good. Mmm. Okay. It's so good. Hold on, you could talk in 2 seconds. Mmm. Yes, honey. Black girls like kimchi. Hello. That's so good.
it's real food, babe. Real food.
Okay. You trying to say something?
To me, I still think it needs more salt in that. But for you to, because you're watching your salt, what I would suggest.
I'm not necessarily watching my salt right now. I'm not like salt sensitive. I'm just trying to be just conscientious and get like a feel for how much salt.
Yeah, it could use more salt in the sense that it will ferment slower. But the other thing you're going to do, because we're in the tropics, it's never going to be the right temperature. Everything's going to move really fast. I want you to let it sit overnight and then put it in the fridge and let it slow ferment.
In a jar overnight.
Yeah. You want it to be in the room temperature. You want the bacteria to build up. That's the formula.
A funnel. I'm like, when would I ever need this?
And there you go. Well, also, if we had let the cabbage wilt a little bit more, it would be a little bit easier to pack this. But, yeah. I guess I left some of this sauce so you could play around with other things in the cabbage.
We have really delicious, like the good stuff kimchi. Yes, honey.
Vegan, but totally satisfying kimchi.
Yes. Well, you know, I think again, the labels are a distinction of what you would like to be served. Sometimes I like to get caught up in the label because it's just fresh fruits and vegetables, just food.
Yeah. Right.
And I want, I desire for the food to be something that's unifying. Everybody has a sweet tooth, can enjoy fruit. Everybody can enjoy kimchi.
Right.
Everybody can enjoy ferment.
Yeah.
But this one does not have shrimp and fish. Traditionally, it does have fish in it.
Yeah. And even that, I ain't mad at that because that was like the way that they would use the fish is like they'd fillet the fish and there'd be a little bit of meat and bone left. And they'd throw the fish on the bottom of the kimchi crock to let whatever proteins are coming out. The protein and the bacteria mixing is what's going to give it a very special flavor. So it's even sustainable. It's not even. You're
using all the parts of the food.
Yeah.
Right? Because people are going to eat what's available to them, whatever part of the world that they're in.
And, you know, like anchovies and little shrimp that you get that also feed this, those are seed products that are small, super abundant.
They're cleaner fish, aren't they?
Well, also, like, if you got an anchovy this big, it hasn't had time to develop the mercury, or, you know what I'm saying? It's sustainable. Think about it. Whales eat 2 tons of krill every day.
That's what they use it for carnivore, right?
Yeah.
So I know it's definitely a cleansing food, but it's so flavorful.
It's so delicious. It's so delicious.
Do you enjoy this more than sauerkraut?
Yes. Well, it's
Well, is
more
that
in my
because
system.
you're Korean?
Yeah, but maybe it's because sauerkraut can have a less complex taste to it because it's just the one ingredient. It doesn't have scallions and things like that. But I could make a sauerkraut with scallions in it.
It's so good.
And
that is too good. Make sure the insides are nice and cool.
See how there's like these different valleys that come up from the spacing. You know, I've compressed it, but there's like little holes here. So as it starts to ferment, you'll see these bubbles start to develop. You know, the density of the cabbage will change also. the way it is in the jar. You know? So sometimes I just do this for, I don't know, because it looks pretty.
I see online sometimes they sell weights, glass weights for these jars, but you can just use.
Yeah, and you don't have to. You don't have to. It just.
But I think it kind of keeps it submerged.
Yeah. And then also, this is kind of like the sacrificial cabbage. If something happens and it's off too fast on the ferment,
this will take the hit.
Yeah. And then you could just
and everything will be good underneath it.
Throw it away. That's right.
Excellent. Ooh, I'm so excited.
Taking a video of us eating the custard apple with no utensils and no napkins.
The original knife and fork.
Yeah.
All right, so you're gonna toss it open.
Ooh, the smell. There we go. Thanks, Kwaza.
That's a good one.
It's a good one?
Oh, it's a good one.
Cows, we're sharing this with you energetically. Before, I was getting really worried about this trip, and I read my own tarot cards.
You read your own tarot?
Yeah. I have a set deck of tarot, and in the deck, I was kind of, it spoke about, the card I drew was healing, and it was saying like, you're like about to go out into the world, and it's not, you are the center, you are the one who is healed, so you take your healing out to the rest of the world. That's what
Kind of like taking yoga off the mat.
Yeah. Okay.
So you really want to pack it in there tight, right?
You don't have to pack it in too tight.
But if you want it to come up to the
and it's gonna keep falling actually, because again the cabbage isn't that wilted. But we have this. You want to put it in a smaller jar? This part. Yeah. This is
what kind of jar is
But don't pack it too tight. You want air to be able to move out of it, in and around it,
and around it.
It's not kimchi. The fermentation of kimchi is actually, this is kind of too big.
This is too big?
Yeah. The fermentation around kimchi is an aerobic process. It requires air.
Oxygen.
Yes. It can't happen totally without air.
Okay, how about the size?
That's great. And whatever it is, we'll eat it.
Yay! Like looking at cake batter.
I know that when I've taught other people how to make kimchi, I get a little afraid of using too much salt, and then the fermentation happens too quickly. That's why I'm suggesting you ferment in the fridge, especially when this week is going to be 80, mid-80s, 90s. Yeah. Oh, maybe you were right. Sorry.
What, size?
Yeah. Size does matter.
What happened to, what did I do with that jar? I think you just put that into it.
That was it, right?
Yeah.
Sorry. But yeah. And then you could play around with this sauce too. You could make it, if you add
This would go great with more papaya. And it's now, I'm thinking it's gonna be great. Oh, the kimchi.
Yeah. If you make it too sweet though, this is a warning about fermenting. Fermenting with a lot of sugar in it is very different. It develops differently, and you might get kimchi that has a little bit of mucilage in it.
Really?
Yeah, so don't put too much sugar.
Well, would it also not be as healing? Like the medicinal properties, like the sugar? Do you not?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just that I learned other type of pickling loom techniques. And whenever I use too much sugar or use a vegetable that's too sweet, like butternut squash, because it's already kind of like starchy. All right. Plaza, can you do me a favor and wash my hands, but with the water? I want to wash my hands with the water and want to wash I want to wash the bowl with a little bit of water. So this is, to me, kimchi is this beautiful meditation about sustainability and using everything and preciousness and kind of sacredness, but also kind of like
I like the
messiness.
ritual also in food too.
Yeah.
Like, you know, kind of like if you think of like the Japanese tea ceremony.
Yeah.
Like the sacredness of the food, and even it's a lot of little dishes, but each thing like being given reverence.
Yes.
Giving the food reverence.
So I don't want the whole water. I just want you to help me clean my hands into here. You know, like when we were eating the custard apple and you're washing your hand? Same thing.
Okay. That's it?
Yep. And then I'm going to take the water and pour that in. That's going to be. Oh, but when I do that, guess what? It's actually really helpful to salt the water. Everything is, because now we've changed the
water.
Yeah, we've changed the ratio of the water to the salt. Just by adding this, just a small amount thing. So we could just even
add a little bit more salt.
Yeah. Yeah. And also, this might even make up for if I feel like this is not enough salt, right? And then you can pour it in here, and that little bit of liquid also helps with, it just is gonna help the kimchi. And it's good flavor too. Like, one of my favorite things is just drink kimchi juice.
How about the pot liquor? That's the pot liquor.
Jar liquor. Maybe. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's beautiful jars of kimchi.
I am so happy. I am so thrilled. I am super thrilled. Oh, so I'm going to take a little bit of the, what do you call it? The kimchi.
Yeah, right.
This is one of my favorite Asian vegetables. I love Asian vegetables. I find when I would go to Chinatown, I'm like, they've got better vegetables than, you know, you've got the best vegetables going on. So, and we can make use of our sauce, which is also sustainable because I don't like to waste.
Yeah.
Because especially if they're charging for that, is that even out?
Yeah, I think that's good. So with these, how I would treat these is I rinse them. Trim them. Rinse and trim. I'm so excited.
And I want these to dry enough if I can plant these. I'm going to try to stick these in the ground. If I have seeds, I already paid for it, so I'm like, I can't lose anything by sticking them
I know
in
those
the
chilies
ground.
were so delicious.
Anything that I eat, I stick the seeds in the ground.
Yep. That's how I like to do my gardening too. I don't go to seed. I don't get seeds. I buy food, and then I use.
It actually, to me, it's telling me a lot about the food if it doesn't sprout. Right? If I, like, let's say, like, if I bought, there have been times where I bought legumes and they didn't sprout. I was like, this is old food that they're selling that's like so old and outdated that it's not, or either that or it's been irradiated.
Right. So the way you want to do this is you want to trim this here. Okay. Trim these. I think we need to rinse it. Sometimes a
Some
leaf
is
is
caught
going
in
to
the
fall off, right? But you don't have to worry about this, but you need to trim this a little bit. Because this will ferment slow, because it's hardy, sturdy, but these will ferment fast, right?
Okay, so let me see. So you're cutting this part of the stalk off?
I'm cutting that fat stalk off.
Oh, all the way up to here?
Yeah, because I did it, you don't have to, and it depends on your aesthetic. But if I trim them smaller, then I can get these pieces to ferment around the same time. Yep. I think we should rinse all of it even after we cut it.
So then you talk about this piece.
Yeah. But you know, also if
And so this part you're gonna cut this in half or more?
Yeah.
Cut this off?
that's pretty fibrous, I think. You know, like the part of the asparagus that you can't,
Like you can't chew. True insoluble fiber.
Yeah.
But these pieces are good.
Yeah, that's right. But we're trying to get like we're trying to build this aesthetic like the kimchi with these like shorter pieces. You know? We'll rinse this whole thing. And in fact, I might just leave it for you and let it rinse, and then you're gonna put the rest of the.
These long leaves go in here? Or cut?
Yes, but you can trim it. Yeah, because all of our pieces are like now about.
You want to have it somewhat uniform? Or?
Yeah. If the stalk is really, really fat, I'll cut it into quarters instead of just. It's similar to when you're preparing food in any other capacity. You want uniform look, size, and if you were cooking food, you want it to cook at the same temp, around the same time around.
You don't want big chew in your mouth and then little pebbles in your mouth, like
Yeah.
kind of interrupts the experience.
People have been making, Koreans been innovating with making kimchi from bok choy. But I have a book called 1,000 Years Kimchi, and it has, they basically say that there's like over 1,000 recipes for kimchi.
Wow.
But what I really think it means is you can do whatever.
No, but that's also whatever's available to you.
Yeah,
right?
not exactly, but more like use what you got.
Yeah, I live by that. Whatever's available, that's what's on the menu.
Yeah, and then the other piece of it might be, so like some of the most interesting ones that I saw were eggplant, but like the Japanese kind of eggplant. Or
I
smaller
love
ones.
Japanese eggplant.
Yes.
I used to eat it cooked. It was just so tender and creamy.
So
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful ingredient. And then the eggplant can also be made, prepared so it's meaty.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah.
So I think those are a couple of vegetables that are kind of slept on.
Yeah. It's another nightshade, but hey.
We're just talking about the nightshade.
I just think if you're not eating pizza and I don't know, once you start eliminating different things from your diet, you'll see how, like, especially like say a meal on an airplane is really the same ingredient in different forms, like bread, and then like some kind of flour, some kind of tomato, some kind of very limited, and they rarely ever give you anything that has fiber.
That's why I go backed up and angry.
If you're angry, you're backed up.
You can't step here too. You're back up. You're full of shit.
Literally.
Literally.
Okay. Are these from Mexico?
No, these are, they actually, our Asian folks here grow a lot of greens. I've actually found there's a gentleman I'll get seeds from.
Oh no, I was talking about the cock, but
Oh, I'm sorry, Guatemala. I'm food. You see, I'm food focused. These are just coming from Guatemala.
yeah.
It's in the compost.
So excited.
Exciting. It's so good. I can't wait to do the kimchi.
Yummy, yummy,
It's so wonderful to experience other ways to eat vegetables. The fruit is easy because we all have a sweet tooth. It's the vegetables that are severely lacking, and people will say, I don't like vegetables. I don't. So, I'm so excited. And you over there munching and crunching and munching.
Yum, yum, yum.
Thank you so much for coming. Spend time with us at Crown Jewel.
So much for having me.
Of course. We can wish for better company. Over here. The sprouts are sprouting. The coconuts are coconutty. This is what's just left over. Scallions and garlic.
Custard apple.
That's a good one.
So ripe. Look at this flesh.
Should we share a beer, a blunt, or a custard apple?
Your choice, your life. Okay? Wait, what did we talk about? It tastes like meat.
It's got vanilla.
Vanilla?
Custardy, a little hint of apple. Oh God, this was a good one. I mean,
I like the comment about the crab though.
you know, can you see how like it reminds you like of like crab meat a little bit?
Yeah, for sure.
But it's like and it's so cool. It's like this is like a dessert. It's like nature gives you so many treats. Like why cheat? Like you're cheating yourself. It's like,
We are treating
oh,
ourselves.
the nature boy. She got it on. She got you on lock.
Word.
That's delicious.
And you spit the pits out.
Right back into.
There's a lot of blossoms on this mango.
There's a lot of mango blossom. That's what I'm trying to figure out. You gotta wrap it, yeah. You have
I
to wrap
sort of
it.
feel like we need to start with
Something
something
small.
utensils.
Yeah, me too.
Girl, I thought y'all was gully. I thought y'all was getting gully belief style.
Oh, Delilah went for it. So good.
This is a shiro. A shiro wrap.
Shiro wrap.
How was your treat, Uni?
It's so delicious. So fascinating. The flavors, the combinations. Just hitting it with so much vitality and energy.
You know, and this is why sometimes when people say raw vegan, I don't get into, I'm not thinking, I'm just creating, I'm thinking like our great-great-great-grandmothers. Whatever's in their yard and whatever's in Tanti's yard and whatever's in cousin's yard, that's what we're eating. You know, and it's fresh. You know what I'm saying? You use it. They didn't have a lot of refrigeration. So I'm thinking like, what would my great-great-great-grandmother do? They wouldn't waste anything. You use everything until we can't use anything anymore. It just makes sense. It makes and then to share it. And to share in the preparation, it just makes so much sense. You cannot put this into a pill. AI could never. And it's just like, literally, in the most practical sense, it's spirit led.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about the textures and the flavors. I'm definitely thinking about what I want people to experience.
Yeah.
So they start to have a paradigm shift around eating. Like, it's not complicated. It's so doable, right? With things like the lentils. When you saw the lentils sitting there sprouting. Enjoying it. Thank you for sharing Crown Jewel with us, Uni.
Thank you.
Delana Fitness, you good?
Mm-hmm.
Quiet, you know that's good. Right? Uni, it has been such a joy and a
thank you.
pleasure having you at Crown Jewel.
I love you.
Yeah.
Yeah, have your room and everything.
Yep. Beautiful.
You know it's nice, like, oh, I was doing the magic.
And then top it off with some
Yeah, I'm gonna
kimchi
put
salad. What's in here?
Okay, so we have
This is actually a collab, no? Between you and me, really.
It's like a so this is the lentils that I was sprouting that you saw over there.
Yeah.
This is our kimchi, so it has a sauce
Yeah.
that we just used for making our kimchi, our tropical kimchi. So our sister over here, she was just grating the coconut, and then we have the napa cabbage leaves.
Yes.
Ooh, some spices.
The
A
plates.
little bit of papaya.
But in the lentil salad, there is lentils,
There's
coconut meat,
and also wakame.
wakame. What kind of, cucumber, right?
Yeah, thank you.
Cucumber.
Cucumber.
And did you make some kind of crazy papaya sauce?
Oh, yes, I did. Thank you.
Yes. Poppin' papaya. See, I know I'm not going to get this kind of food on the rest of the trip. You know that.
We gotta send you away with some really good imprint.
Yes. Yep. Beautiful. The sauce you made with papaya, I saw some lime action happening. What
So
else?
the local limes we just picked up from the market. We also have some limes mixed in there from the tree.
Yeah.
All right, so now we shall see. So we, just so you know, some people ask us why we're not emaciated, eating like living foods and raw vegan. I'm like, that's because we eat.
Yeah.
In case you said it's moderate fat, but it's not low fat. We eat fat.
Oh no, you gotta have that.
We eat over here.
Oh, you gotta have
We
that.
definitely eat over here. All right, Simon, so sit down, say a blessing.
Custard apple. Mmm.
That's a good one.
So ripe. Look at this flesh.
Should we share a beer, a blunt, or a custard apple?
Your choice, your life. Okay? Wait, what did we talk about? It tastes like meat.
It's got vanilla,
Vanilla?
custardy, a little hint of apple. Oh God, this was a good one. I mean,
I like the comment about the crab though.
you know, can you see how like it reminds you like of like crab meat a little bit?
Yeah, for sure.
But it's like and it's so cool. It's like this is like a dessert. It's like nature gives you so many treats. Like why cheat? Like you're treating yourself. It's like
We are treating
oh, the
ourselves.
nature boy. She got it on. She got you on lock. That's delicious.
And you spit the pits out.
Right back into